Hello and welcome to Jambo Fan TV. It's our weekly review, and in it we're going to be telling you the little bits and bats that we've picked up of what the ladies have done, and basically we're going to start with the Kilmarnock game. We're going to start on a positive note. I've been reading through Twitter. Gordon does the Facebook. Not a good game, Gordon. I watched it. What can I say about it? You tell us what you think.
It was just a poor game of football. At the end of the day, we seem to be the team actually that's getting the pelters in the press for us being poor. But Kilmarnock were equally poor, and both teams could probably still be playing today, and it'd still be 0-0.
Yeah, I mean they were bad. They were bad. I mean, but from my part, I couldn't. Do you know when you watch one of them movies? You know, you sometimes watch a film and you can't work out the plot line or what's going on, and you need somebody at the side of you to constantly explain what's going on. That's the scenario that I felt like. I couldn't work out who was playing where, what they were meant to be doing, and I needed somebody to explain it to me. Well, am I overreacting? I felt like I'd been tangoed as I was watching it. It just didn't gel. It just didn't come together.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, sometimes you do get the impression that half the Hearts team didn't know what they're supposed to be doing. But I actually thought the positives from Friday night. I thought Struna had a good game. It seems to be. We started off at left back and ended up at right midfield. When he's actually allowed to go forward, which we've not seen much of since he signed. But there was probably the best Hearts move of the game was the one that Goncalves stepped over the ball instead of firing into the roof of the net. But there was a couple of wee back heels for Struna in that build up, and a good bit of battling to Liam Smith to get the ball across to Goncalves, but. Yeah, that's probably not much else. As I've said last week, we didn't foresee many goals in this game. I think we went for 1-0. And Hearts, they looked tighter. Hearts definitely looked tighter. They didn't like giving away any goals. Kelly maybe started the second half a wee bit more energy than they'd shown in the first half, but that soon frittered out once we sort of rode out the first 10 minutes of the second half. We certainly didn't look like conceding a goal.
No, I didn't. I thought, but mind you, look at the opposition Kilmarnock fans. I mean, they're going to be slating us for it, but you know, they were about as poor as I've seen, and I said that about Hamilton, but they were about as poor as I just thought they were there for the taking, and I just thought somebody needed. We needed. I know I've said it before, but we needed a leader. There needed to be somebody out there who took that game by the scruff of the neck. And I know we're in a different kind of ballpark. Just listening. Did you hear the Gerrard interview about what's needed?
I never know.
No, unbelievable. He was basically saying, you know, talent isn't enough. You need to be digging deep, and you need to be. You know, you need to be burning. You need to get yourself to that point where the back of your calves are burning and you're giving it everything for your side because it means so much to you. And I don't really get that with the Hearts squad that we've got at the moment, that anyone's really coming off and hurting with it. Certainly not from the Kilmarnock game. While we're on the Kilmarnock game, Gordon, can I just hand you a note? Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, there you go, man.
Just got it, mate.
There you got it, no problems. Just while we're on that game, I'm not too sure what the note thing was, or whether the big Greek guy could read English. What do you think?
It's a massive overreaction, isn't it? I mean, the notes have been handed to. You certainly know the first manager that's slipped notes onto the park. Who is it? I think Ross Wallace, of whoever he played for at the time. I'm sure he stole a note off with somebody for a joke, because the other guy had been handed the tactics by his manager. It's not a new thing. It's a massive overreaction, and it's probably just came from like John Daly doing the running back and forward at Pittodrie. With Levine giving, I think the bigger concern is Levine giving Cathro notes rather than Cathro giving the players notes.
Yeah, I mean the biggest surprise for me was that we had tactics, and that these written evidence now that we have got tactics. That was the biggest surprise for me on the day, I think.
Yeah, I think actually we've not actually talked about it yet, but I think a problem with Friday night was Kilmarnock's AstroTurf just doesn't look good quality at all. There was a lot of funny bounces, and if you didn't play with urgency, you're not going to play well in that park. And like you say, Hearts have not got the urgency that we're used to maybe in seasons gone by at this moment in time.
Yeah, I mean, again, I keep saying I'm trying to stay positive. It sort of worries me for sort of going, which is a programme that we'll do at the end of the season, but it sort of worries me sort of going into next season. What he's capable of doing, what the gaffer's capable of doing with this side, and what the side are capable of doing themselves. But it's probably a bigger conversation for us. I'll give us a positive. Shall I give us a positive while we're on it? The Hearts walking football team, they won a tournament.
Oh, fantastic. I'm looking forward to being 50 and enjoying that myself.
There we go. Seemingly, the spectators said that they were moving faster than our first team.
That's a distinct possibility.
So, I don't know, but they won. And then we'll go back there. But the ladies lost against Motherwell. They lost 2-0. Their next match is against Farmington. They're playing at home next week. So yeah, at least one outside came away with some points, and seemingly on Twitter, I don't know if you get it on the Facebook, they've been asking for people to contact them, perhaps in the community, to get involved if anyone wants to be getting involved with walking football. Like I said, we're not far off that, are we?
No, you mean the team or just me and you?
no, me and you.
I'm 6 years old. I think you're 50 this year, is it? Should I be giving that information out there? I don't know.
No. They probably moved too fast for me as well. Our bet of the week did okay. What did we have? We had Spurs, Everton, and Man City, so that came in. Myself and Gordon came up with who liked it on Facebook. I came up with who retweeted it on Twitter. We chose numbers, and we got we got at Laura _HMFC. So I'll contact her, Gordon, and we'll send a home shirt to her, and hopefully she gives us a picture back that we can put up. But the positive is that we actually got, how many is this now? How many times, I don't know, 6 or 7 now bets I've had and never got anything, but we actually got a bloody win.
So that's not a bad strike rate. 1 in 6, I'd settle for that at the bookies.
I don't know. Let's get back onto the first team. We've got Partick coming up, and I do these little polls on Twitter and see where people think we're going to finish this season. And I think something like 60-something% were saying that they were thinking we're going to finish 5th. Do you agree?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think St Johnstone are probably just beyond us. The way we're playing, we're not going to take. I wouldn't expect us to take many points for the last 5 games. I would probably fancy us to beat Partick. Aberdeen's going to be hard if they'll still be going for 2nd place. And we're finishing with 3 away games. And as you know, Friday night was our first point in 4 away games. And the former away for Tynecastle's just been pretty poor all season. I think we've only had 3 wins away for Tynecastle or something all season.
Yeah, it's not a good record, is it? I actually, if I could have voted, I'm not allowed to on it, but I was actually thinking 6. And the poll about going into Europe that we did, 98% were saying actually don't, we're not good enough for Europe. Just concentrate on what we've got going on at home and let's get it ready for next season. Is that a fair reflection?
Yeah. The season was probably, I think I mentioned it at the time, it was killed stone dead at Easter Road. Any excitement of the season was over after that match. I think we'll probably secure fifth. I think, as I say, because it's at Tynecastle, we'll certainly take at least a draw to Partick Thistle, and that'll probably be enough to hold them off. I mean, they had their first slip up for a wee while at the weekend as well, but that was at Ibrox, and I can't see them taking many points off the other sides in the top six as well. I think it'll be St Johnstone will probably end up maybe stretching away for us, maybe by another 3 points or something, but I think it'll be okay in fifth.
Yeah, maybe so. Like you said, we said it last week. They seem to have hit a winning streak and seem to be playing a lot better than us, to tell you the truth. In terms of the league, did you? I know I'm flicking off Arts again. Did you see the Celtic game? So many people whinging on here about diving, and it's quite ironic, really, about Celtic whinging about diving.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a shocking dive, mind you, but you got Celtic should be relying on their captain not to go and do stupid things like that just 2 minutes later, just because he's upset that the team's not won, or conceded an equaliser at that stage. Obviously, the game was the finish. So in Celtic they sometimes go and win games in injury times. But it was a shocking dive, and you can probably look forward to it. Unfortunately, it was against Celtic, so you can look forward to the same treatment as Jamie Walker got earlier on in the season.
Yeah,
he dived in the first game.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to bring it back to that, and I really hope he does. In terms of what's coming up, I know I'm not going to harp on about it too much. Are we staying with the same side? Do you reckon? Are we? Because I wasn't very happy with Johnson the other week, and I'm not saying I've influenced it because that'd be crazy. But since he's been on subs bench and not been involved, are we staying with the same side? And I'm only asking because up front we just look a bit isolated.
Yeah. I think he seems, like I say earlier on, he seems to have the defence sorted out. I'm quite happy with that. Say we've not looked like conceding goals in the last 2 games at all. It's a wee bit fine tuning of the front six, if you like, and I think we'll probably. He seems to have found a settled side. I don't know if he's played the same team in 2 games consecutively before he did it on Friday night there. So I'm quite happy. I mean, like you say, we've still got to get bodies forward on and start creating more chances. And Calvas is a frustrated player up there on his own.
He does. If we're going to play that, then midfield have to put a shift in, and they've really got to get up front with him. But I think it's a must. Again, we'll talk about it in another programme at the end of the season. But it's a must. I think that we've got to get a striker in who can play with him and can play off him, because he's quite easily frustrated. You can see it on him. He's quite easily marked out of it as well. Have you noticed that in certain games they sort of target him, and that's our only avenue sometimes of getting the goal, and he's sort of pushed out of it.
Yeah, we definitely touched on it last week. Just remembering obviously the Hibs game, the Celtic match. When he first came in, we looked like we had a real danger on our hands. He bought free kicks, if I can see that. I'm not sure he was fouled every single time against Rangers, but he was a breath of fresh air against Rangers. But yeah, you're right. If teams are targeting him, getting him marked out of the game, and we're not getting bodies upside him to maybe even get him some space by forcing the other team to pick up other runners.
Yeah, definitely. again, I'd still like to see some people involved in it, and you know, it's just an opportunity. But Gaffer knows what he's doing. We're both going to read this statement that the club have sent out, and it's a mammoth read, which is why we haven't done it on this review. So myself and Gordon are going to go through it, and then we'll do one of the reviews on that to see where we're up to and which way the club thinks that we're actually going. Because we spoke about it before, Gordon, didn't we? It's war and peace, and it's good that the club are communicating with fans. But it's a fair old read, Gordon.
Yeah, no, it's just not keeping us informed. There's certainly not something you can level at and budge. It's obviously the secretive regime of Vlad for 6 or 7 years. But yeah, she's a breath of fresh air as well. She's come in, obviously did what she did, loaned us the money to save our club. So basically, she's got a right to write War and Peace if she wants and thrust it up on us.
She is, yeah. No, I've read through it. Kickbacks did a really good thing on Twitter. You know, on the forum, they were banging stuff out, and it was just different fans' points of view of it. So we'll do our review. They've already done something on kickbacks on there, and just to have a look at that. Have you anything else that you want to add, Gordon?
No, just keeping upbeat. I'm getting out of the country this weekend when Hibs are playing their semi-final, thankfully. going to Holland for a couple of days, so. Good on you.
Listen, I said it when we were playing. It's probably we might lose some subscribers, but I'm quite happy that they're back in the top league. I think Edinburgh needs that derby, so congratulations to them. Don't hope that you win many next year, but it'd be nice to have a few more derbies in there. So I'll throw that in. If you can subscribe, if you've watched this for the first time, please subscribe. Tell your mates. Follow us on Twitter. I do Twitter. Gordon does the Facebook. We'll be doing the best of the week again, and fingers crossed we'll get another winner. We can give another prize out. We just need the money to be able to do it. That's the thing. And we'll be getting in touch with Laura. I'll get in touch with her on Twitter and try and get her details to see which shirt she wants. We've been Jambo Fan TV, and we thank you so much for following us, and we'll speak again soon.